EOYS Middle School, how are you? I am here to talk to you about your end of the year presentation. You may think, well, it's an end of the year presentation. Why am I talking to you about it now? Well, that time comes really fast and we all want to make sure that you are prepared for it. So we are going to talk to you about some key things for you just to start thinking about. The main thing is to start saving some of your work from all of your classes. You want to show evidence of all of the great things that you have learned throughout the year, both fall and spring semester. Okay? So we are going to get an opportunity to speak to some of our teachers, but before we do that, I want you to think of it as this is your time to shine. We live in a world of selfies. So let's make sure that you are showing yourself off in your presentation. Let's go and speak to some of the teachers.
Some of your strongest portfolio pieces should be works that you've learned a lot from and also how you've grown as a student.
Hey kids, don't forget to be enthusiastic in your presentation or else if you talk like a robot, everyone will be bored.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm in character, I'm Bob Dylan. This is my Nobel Prize for Literature. You can see that. I just came from the Poetry Cafe, you might remember that. It was awesome. If you are collecting things, maybe bring your poetry, bring your stories, bring them all, boys and girls, to share at our end of the year presentation. It's important. Have your voice be heard.
Okay, apparently I'm married to Bob Dylan today, but I'm not going to do an impersonation like that previous one. Save your political cartoons and make sure you bring them with you at the end of the year.
Hey everybody, this is Mr. Bycraft here, reminding you about some of the things you learned in the makerspace. First of all, safety is always important. Second of all, don't just talk about the final thing you did, talk about all the things you did going up to it, all the failures you made, all the things you screwed up, and how you fixed it and made it better.
Hey students, so when you're thinking about your final presentation, a good thing to keep in mind is story. And story is something that connects everything together. So instead of saying, in English I learned this, and in science I learned this, and in math I learned this, think about saying it like, oh, when I went on my EE trip, we were able to go to the river, we found all these animals, and I found that those river animals related to what we were talking about in science. And we did some geometry in math, and how that relates to all the animals, and so everything just ties together. So go ahead and think about story, thinking about delivery, make it entertaining for other people who are watching, and you'll be great.
Remember your pipes. That's projection, inflection, pace, eye contact, and stance. And remember to check your teeth before you go up. Chocolate.
So, I may not be the principal, but do I have some ideas for you when it comes to your end of the year presentation? One, make sure that you are thinking about all the amazing learning that you are doing across all of your classes. Finally, make sure you are thinking about every single one of those classes as you think about that end of the year presentation. I can't wait to see them. Keep being awesome.
So again, let's thank those teachers for their input. What did we learn? Let's look at it real quick. Save your evidence, your artifacts, your projects, videos, posters, papers. You want to save all of those documents so you'll have it ready for your presentations. Start thinking about ways that you could cover all of your classes, your core classes, your elective classes, and even our time in EE. And show ways of how each of those classes connect to one another. You want to also highlight your strengths and areas that you have improved on throughout the year. You want your video to be entertaining and creative. You're using various media to share that. And of course, you want to reflect on your 2016-2017 school year. So we are all looking forward to your video.